Right. So now you got it on the page still then, bro.
I'm trying to see if it's there. Share.
Hold on, I might need to refresh it. So people are watching us live now as we. Hold on, where's that?
So we should talk something interesting.
Yeah,
Look
just
look like we're in
hold on,
deep.
hold on. And welcome to the Sports Show once again. Thank you for tuning in. Today we've got a live show and I'm very excited to talk about a very interesting project which is taking place, which involves football by all means. So this Sunday we have the Play for Rohingya Bus Drivers Tournament, which will be taking place from 12 midday until 5 p.m. Late in the afternoon. And it's a football tournament with a slight difference. The participants, 12 teams, the majority of the participants on the day will be the bus drivers, local bus drivers who have taken it upon themselves to make a difference by using football as a medium. Now I've got two esteemed guests who have joined me in the studio today and who actually need no introduction, but I will, for the sake of the show, do it anyway as well. I've got on my right here Rashid Ali.
Thank you, Amrad.
Celebrated footballer and administrator. And the list goes on as well. And current Greater Sulet Upazila Cup holder, Sunu Miah on my left as well. Thank you very much for both of you. Welcome to the Sports Show.
Thank you,
Thank you for having us.
Quick question, I'll start with Sunu.
Sure.
Play for Rohingya, how did this organisation or group of volunteers come about?
It come about on I believe it was a Sunday afternoon. We're at a tournament, Greater Upazila over 40s tournament. And amongst friends, we just got chatting, and I was saying, guys, we need to make a difference. You know, we play football, so let's try and make a difference. It's from that, really, we got together, sat down in Abel's house, and devised a plan. And from there, it's just gone from strength to strength. Inshallah.
I think just to add on that, I think Sunu, I'll mention some names because it's important because they contribute so much. Hussein, Abu, Kabir, they were the forefront of creating this group, Play for Rohingya. And they did they approach ILFL and Human Aid. So all three got together. We actually done a tournament in October, which raised quite a lot of money. I think it was £26,000. And I think from then we thought, why not continue? It's just not one-off tournament. It's about providing, raising more money for the charity, and specifically we're looking at Rohingya. So credit to Sunu, Abu, Kabir, Hussein for creating the Play for Rohingya organisation itself, and obviously in partnering myself from ILFL, the Inner London Football League, and from Human Aid. So all three of us are working in partnership at the moment of time because of that tournament in October, and hence we're here today, and we've got more further projects during the year. So it's about raising money, it's about the people in Rohingya, the people that are suffering. We're going to try and see what we can, every little helps, we're going to try and see what we can do. And because we are from the footballing background, myself, and obviously Sunu from he plays for Vets, he plays for Saya, he plays for Satok, myself from Inner London Football League, we run football tournaments. And with the help of Human Aid, obviously they have the expertise in terms of delivering the project itself back home or for Rohingya people. So this is a combination of three organizations, Play for Rohingya, Inner London Football League and Human Aid, to try and see how we can use the medium of football, because that's our background, to raise money with various projects.
And Sunu, why bus drivers?
Well, we want to get the whole community involved, and we felt we need to sort of diversify and branch out in terms of a set of skills. And Hussein, one of the key founders of this tournament, is a bus driver, and he's come along with this project. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it today due to work commitments. He's probably driving his DA as we speak. So we want to try and target not just vets. We've got projects coming along. Bus drivers were our target at this moment in time, but we hope to expand.
I was going to just add, I think what it is, you get a lot of tournaments, the usual teams participate. So you got people like the bus drivers or other various people don't get the opportunity to participate. So if you segregate just for the bus drivers, I think it'll be a nice competition, and I think it'll give them opportunity to showcase their footballing talent and obviously do something good for a good cause. So
Rashid just mentioned footballing talent. I think a lot of the viewers here could be forgiven for estimating or being under the impression that we're looking at bus drivers who are a bit podgy, who are a bit unfit, who have chips 3 times a day. It's not like that, is it?
I totally disagree. I play with some brothers on a Sunday, and a majority of them are bus drivers, and mashallah, they give you a good run for their money. So never underestimate anyone, whatever age they may be, 40s, 50s, and we've got a 40s league. So you can never underestimate bus drivers. There are some talented bus drivers that I know.
And Hussein, if you're watching, well, you shouldn't be if you're on your bus route at this precise moment as well. I know I'm addictive viewing, and especially having guests of this caliber, young, good-looking lads, flanking me on my right and left now as well. If you're there, and when you do get to see it, please click share. If you're watching this video live, it's for an amazing cause. This football tournament is taking place to support an amazing cause. The Rohingya people are the most marginalized and needy people who are walking the planet on this at this present moment of time. They have been subjected to humiliation, torture, murder, rape, and you name it, the list is endless as well. And the most important thing, I think what we're trying to achieve from this Play for Rohingya Bus Drivers Tournament is to ensure that the cause remains active in everybody's eyes, hearts, on their lips. And in terms of donations as well, we're expecting a lot of money to be raised for this wonderful cause on Sunday. If you're watching the live feed now, or if you're going to be watching this later, this is the beauty of LB24 TV. It's on-demand TV. Please, 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 I request you again and again, I don't usually do this, click the share button. Now, Rash, going back to you as well, as a football administrator, you're a very experienced football administrator. You're actively involved with the Inner London Football League at various levels as well. Can you tell us a little bit about the setup for Sunday? How many teams taking place? And
okay, just to clarify again, it's Hussein and Sami, the two people who are forefront of this project. ILFL and Human Aid and Play for Rohingya are assisting him run the project. We've got 12 teams that will be participating in this tournament this coming Sunday. It'll be in 3 groups. We're going to do the draw later on, so there'll be 3 groups of 4 teams. They'll be playing games each, 3 games each. And it'll be 20 minutes each game straight, and then obviously the top team from each group will go to the semi-final, and one best runners-up will join them. So we'll have 4 teams in the semi-final, and the final itself will be 15 minutes each way. Well, it's going to be all 11-a-side rules, and with the safety in mind, we're going to not allow slide tackles in this tournament. Otherwise, all the 11-a-side rule applies.
So, are you expecting the bus drivers to hold back?
Well,
is that what you?
Because it may affect them from driving the bus that evening or tomorrow. We thought, let's just make it safe for everyone due to health and safety. So no slide tackling. Normally, slide tackling is quite aggressive in some matches. So on this occasion, we're going to not allow slide tackling.
Negotiated like a true politician there, Rash. And above all else, it's going to be a fun day, isn't it, Sunu?
Inshallah, hopefully it'll be a very fun day. Hopefully people bring their children along to make more awareness of the actual project that we're involved in. We should be having hot food, biryanis, burgers, fresh cupcake. So please come down and support the cause. And it should be a great day. Maybe the weather might not hold out, but fingers crossed, inshallah, it'll be a great day of football.
So based on what Sunu has just said now as well, what we are aiming to do via what the Play for Rohingya team are hoping to achieve on that day is actually provide a family atmosphere. We are going flat out to ensure that it's a family event on the day because it's such a wonderful cause and because it's such a hugely significant and important cause, i.e. supporting the Rohingya people, the stricken Rohingya people. What we, from the bottom of our hearts, what we are requesting is that families turn up. We're not encouraging a solely male environment on the day. It's going to be family friendly. We want families to turn up, to come in. If they're going out for a Sunday lunch, please come along, support the cause by having lunch at our place at New Leisure Centre between the hours. The tournament actually kicks off at 12 midday. So it's a good time for you to come along, enjoy some snacks, take in the atmosphere, take some selfies with some of the star attractions. And so Rash will be there as well. I can categorically tell you now that he will not be charging for selfies, but we may actually dangle a bucket in front of you whilst that happens as well. So yeah, please beware.
Forgot to mention our torchbearer too. MW.
And the torchbearer, who's that? Is that me? Absolutely. So if you're lucky on the day as well, we will have, we may have the Olympic torch. We will certainly have the Paralympic torch there on display. And what we will do is, for a small donation, you can take a picture with me. I know I have picked on Rash as well. But before I move on to the next questions, Rash, I think what I need to do is actually mention a few people, key people who have provided us with unstinting support in terms of makeup, knowledge and finance as well. So some of the sponsors who have been very, very generous in terms of providing support for Play for Rohingya and the bus drivers tournaments, and they include, we've got 7 sponsors to start off with. So we got, thank you very much to Alishan Tandoori, Eastern Pride, Vape Docklands, Vape Lagoon Docklands, All Seasons, Ginger Spice. Now that's a good one for all you people who are getting all nostalgic as well. That is an actual business. We not have Jerry Halliwell. Disclaimer, there will not be an appearance from Jerry Halliwell on the day. Ginger Spice, the business. Thank you very much for supporting us. Food Incorporated, Colester and Bondor Bazaar Group. And then we want to, again, I'll leave the special thanks for later.
I will just add, obviously, just to remind the viewers, obviously we're raising money on the charity itself. Where would it begin? Because I think the key thing that everyone looking at is where is this money going to go to? There's 2 things that I want to remind all the viewers, because this is football, it's a football tournament. My main thing, the priority is raising the money, the charity itself, people for Rohingya. The 2 things we are focusing on is, one of the most important things in life is water. So we're working with Human Aid, and we're going to try and see, we're going to try and build water wells for long-term basis, not for short-term basis. So we need lots of money for that. We're going to try and do some food packages and winter clothing. So I think people need to understand, now, for example, it's so cold, we go out jackets and coats, etc. Imagine people back home in those campsites. They ain't got nowhere to go, no heaters, no coats, no nothing. So even for us to have a drink of water, we go to a tap, it's there. They have to, you got to remember, the land it's not flat, it's uphill, downhill. They have to go several miles to get water. So the money we're going to raise is going to go towards building water wells for the people, and also provide food and clothing for the people of Rohingya. So it's very important that everyone realize, please donate, help as much as possible. Every penny counts.
Just on that point, Rashid Bey mentioned is very important. A winter pack is an approximate around £30 to £50. So your condotions on the day and in the future will help in terms of our project. It's not just our project, it's for the whole Ummah to take part in this and be a part of this great project for the Play for Rohingya.
And obviously mentioned some business. We want more business to come forward, more people that can't come on Sunday, they can contact us and make contribution, and obviously that will help us for the whole cause itself. So
again, 2 very important points mentioned by the boys. If you're a local business or international business, a national business, a global business, and you would like to support the Play for Rohingya Bus Drivers Tournament for Sunday, please do get in touch. And on the day, we are requesting a big turnout. So if any mothers are watching and you want to bring your kids over, I'm not specifically targeting mothers as well, but I have a platform here and I want to mention you and pay tribute to you as well. It will be lovely to see you all there. Please bring your families over. Please bring your husbands over, your spouses, your children, everything. Come and watch some good football, mingle with some like-minded people, and at the same time support a terrific cause. Now, without further ado, I'm going to now move on to the most exciting part. Rashid, if you could do the honours and empty the table out, empty the contents of our cup out onto the table. So we're going to do a straightforward football draw. We have 12 teams. Going to give them a little mix-up. There's no heated pieces of paper there. There's no numbers or secret signals there giving anybody 12, an indication. Yeah? So there should be 12 there. Let's get the basics right first. Well done. You can tell he's a seasoned professional. So 4, 8, 12. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll give them all a mix out. We're going to start with Rash on the right-hand side. Okay. And what we'll do is it'll be Rash, Sunu, and I can do the hard part and make the notes.
The first team for Group 1.
For Group 1
is Leighton Bowlers.
Leighton Bowlers. So brilliant, Leighton Bowlers, which is, if I can remember correctly, Leighton Bowlers are Route 158. Sunu, if you could do the honours, please, for first team in Group 2.
Group 2. We have Clapton A.
Clapton A, again, Clapton A are Route 38. So Clapton A, well done, you're heading Group 2, Clapton A.
First team for Group 3 is PG9 Defects.
PG9, what's the background behind that one? PG9, is it Defects?
We'll have to ask Hussein.
We'll have to ask Hussein on the day. There's got to be something. It's a very, very
interesting name.
So well done. Yeah, Defects. So they're heading up Group 3. Right, if we move on, I'm just going to give it another little mix there, Rash.
And they're Route 9.
And So, Sunu, Group 2, second team.
Group 2.
Group 1.
Group 1, second team.
Group 1, sorry. Group 1, we've got West Ham Lions.
West Ham Lions, brilliant. West Ham Lions are, for those aficionados, I have a lot of friends who are anoraks and they're really, 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 really particular on actually mentioning the bus route. So West Ham Lions, Route 247. Okay. And Rash, if you could do the honours.
The second team for Group B is, the Play for Rohingya.
Play for Rohingya, that's us, isn't it? Play for... Are we installed as favourites?
I'm not sure.
So, Sunu, Group 3, second team.
Second team, Group 3. We've got Ashgrove Legends.
Ashgrove Legends, which is Route 48. Ashgrove Legends, Route 48. Right. If we go back to Rash again now, third team in Group 1.
GDE Specialists.
GDE Specialists. Well done, boys. GDE Specialists are Route 106. That's Hussein's team. Yeah. Hussein, the brains and the main organizer behind, is a fantastic contributing member of our team. And I want to take a few seconds out just to say thank you very much for organizing this, because it's your drive, determination and enthusiasm which has made this possible. Right, so we've got GD Specialists who are the third team in Group 1. Sunu?
So Group 2.
Group 2, third team.
We've got Bow All-Stars.
Bow All-Stars. Now that's a proper footballing name. So Bow All-Stars, for your information, is Route 25.
Famous Route 25.
Famous Route 25. Right,
so the next team is Barking All-Stars.
Barking All-Stars. So that's Team 3 in Group 3. In Group 3. So Barking All-Stars, just before we move on, again for those who are ticking off the names, is Route 115. So Sunu, last team in Group 1
is Clapton B.
Clapton B. Well done, Clapton B. Clapton B are Route 242. So Clapton B.
Okay, the next team is 78 Legends.
78 Legends, which is Route 78. And Sunu, if you could do the last one and close up.
Close up. It's
Docklands Go Ahead.
I think these brothers I play with on a Sun, so good luck, boys. Docklands Go Ahead.
So plenty of ringers in there. So that concludes the draw. Thank you very much for tuning in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to very quickly read out. So that's again, what we will do is provide you with a table and a full listing of the fixtures for Sunday later on after the show has concluded. Full details of the schedule will be provided in due course. The timing for Sunday is for Sunday 7th of March at Newham Leisure Centre from 12 until 4 to 5 p.m. Now, Group 1, that's Leighton Ballers, West Ham Lions, GDE Specialists and Clapton B. Group 2, Clapton A, Play for Rohingya, Bow All Stars and 78 Legends. I think we're going to get hammered. I've got this feeling because after having this chat with Sunu about them not being podgy, vest wearing, 3 times a day chips thing, they're actually quite good. They're
good
very good
ballers,
standards.
yeah.
I don't know.
They have, yeah.
So my confidence levels, we'll
see.
have to wait and see. And Group 3, lastly, we got PG9 defects. Now, if you have the answers to that one on a postcard, please, or email me, text me, message me. I will clarify on the day, at least via Facebook Live, what that stands for. So PG9 defects, AG Legends, Barking All Stars, and Docklands Go Ahead. And that concludes the draw. I want to thank my colleagues and fellow team members and volunteers for joining me on the Sports Show today. Keep tuned. Remember the tournament to support. Again, before I go on to the final straight, any last messages from yourself, Rash?
Every penny counts, so please contribute, get in touch, give anything you can to help the people of Rohingya at this moment of time. Thank you.
Sunu?
Like what Rashid said, you can contribute on the day through Human Aid, through the Inner London Football League. We'll have buckets, we'll have people from Human Aid on the day with stalls, so please come down, be part of this Play for Rohingya, and let's try and make a difference in what we can.
So in conclusion, Sunday the 4th of March 2018, Newham Leisure Centre from 12 until 5 p.m. The Play for Rohingya Bus Drivers Tournament will be taking place. We request your duas, your well wishes, your messages of support above everything else. Secondly, please, we do request your presence there on the day, like we've mentioned during the course of the show today. It will be a family event, and we expect you to come along and support the teams and give us your encouragement, but also come and spend your money and help raise us a hugely significant amount of money and support for, like we've mentioned earlier, some of the most marginalized people who are walking the planet today. Thanks for watching the Sports Show. See you soon.